What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Clarus.
And this is She-Hulk, episode 7. We have arrived in the final third of this show.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, there's nine episodes, and this is...
Yeah, no, I know. It doesn't really feel like it yet, though.
In what way?
I think that last week was such a weird detour. With the wedding episode. Like, I know, like, they made a joke of it being, like, inconvenient and, like, derailing things, kind of. But, like, I didn't like that. Like, why? Why do we have to do that?
I think I would have been fine with it if the storytelling of the wedding had been more had just been more concise.
Yeah.
There was too many things going on at the wedding, and they weren't related to each other. Like, you had the narrative of Titania sneaking in by
Sure.
tricking people, which didn't matter because she just sucker punched Jen anyway.
Yeah.
Like, Titania could have shown up in the moment where she sucker punched Jen, and it would have had the same weight.
Yeah.
Because her showing up had nothing to do with the plot line about how the girls were mean to Jen when they were kids, so they're still mean to her as an adult.
Yeah.
That was completely separate and never tied in.
Yeah.
And then also meeting Josh. So there were like 3 things going on at the wedding.
Yeah.
And then there was also the Mr. Immortal storyline. So just all of these things that were totally unrelated.
Yeah.
In a 40-minute episode of television, I think they could have pulled all that off. But in 20 minutes, I was like, okay, all of them got half a storyline.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We have like just over 60 minutes of story left.
Yeah.
And I think that they have a lot of work to do on like the actual villains of the series.
And I think that they would have been better off just not having a villain. Honestly.
Yeah,
I think if these episodes had just been 9 self-contained lawyer episodes, I would have liked this show more.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that we are building towards something that I'm like, I actually don't care about what they're building towards. I care more about seeing Jen as a lawyer. Because of the 6 episodes we've had, she's been a lawyer in 2 of them.
Yeah.
Because she's not a lawyer in the first episode. She's not a lawyer in the second episode. She's getting a job.
Yeah.
She's a lawyer in 3. She's a lawyer in 4. And then 5 she's a client.
The client. Yeah.
And 6 she goes to a wedding.
Yeah.
And so we in our 6 episodes of Lawyer Show, our Jen has only been a lawyer in 2 of them.
Yeah.
And so,
I hope we get to see more of that. Like, I hope that her, like, lawyer stuff comes into play against the villain as much as the Hulkness.
I hope it's more. I hope it's about a court case.
Yeah.
Because the first episode said this is a lawyer show, not a superhero show. And it's been more superhero show than lawyer show.
Yeah.
And like I said from the first trailer, I just want lawyer She-Hulk.
Yeah.
I don't actually need another superhero show.
Yeah, no, she's great.
Anyway, there's been a lot of talking before the episode. Let's get into it. If you want to watch the full episode reaction, join us over on patreon.com/nerdynightly where we drop that. And let's get into the show.
Let's do it.
Okay, so Josh is back. I liked him.
Yeah.
My favorite meme about the show is that people are like, the craziest thing about She-Hulk is that anyone would not want to date Tatiana Maslany.
I know. Like,
She's so cute.
I know.
And y'all know I like my short queens.
She also has great arms.
Yeah, her biceps are defined. There's also 2 of her, apparently. Pre-date shot. Well done.
Oh, he's got a cute car.
Oh.
All right.
This is cute.
Yeah. God, I hope he's not a bad guy.
I liked that.
It's very cute.
Fries dipped in milkshake? That's just Wendy's.
That's Wendy's. Yeah.
You gotta dip your fries in a Frosty. This is gonna be so hard to cut around because I can't have the song in.
The song, yeah.
No, Lil Peck on date 2. No, this is cute. This is what she needs. Aww. This is nice.
Yeah.
There we go. Well done, Josh. He still hasn't seen her She-Hulk, right? Oh, no, at the wedding.
At the wedding, he did, yeah.
Yeah.
So cute.
This is nice.
Yeah.
Ooh. I like the purple suit.
Looks great.
Yeah.
Jen!
Oh no, he got
You didn't tell
kidnapped.
me you were nominated for Female Lawyer of the Year? No, I'm waiting for a text from Josh.
She's hurting.
Yep.
There's literally no reason in this day and age to not respond to a text.
So many.
Weddings, funerals, job interviews, silent retreats.
Gym,
Oh, no.
Okay, if you sleep with someone and you don't text back within like 36 hours, that's rude.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Especially if the text is like, I can't stop smiling.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I mean. He's been kidnapped.
Gotta love a Disney cross-promotional branding moment. That's funny. She would be a Muppets girl.
Yeah.
We got a malfunction alert on Blonsky's inhibitor.
Oh.
I was hoping you'd meet me there, just in case.
In case the Abomination decides not to cooperate. Yeah.
That's very fair.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to go by myself either.
I don't think you should send a squad. You should send a superhero.
Yeah.
If there's a supervillain that might be in his Abomination form, you kind of need a She-Hulk.
Yeah.
This plot is at least lawyer adjacent.
Yeah.
It's not. It leans more towards superhero than lawyer again.
Yeah. At first I was like, why is she being called about a case that she...
Jen, thanks again for doing this.
If he's violated his parole, his lawyer should probably be here.
You're honking your horn at a 10-foot tall lizard monster.
Jolly Green yourself? I don't know what you call it.
Jolly Green yourself?
Wow.
Come to think of it, I did get a jolt from an electric fence. It was worth it because my favorite chicken, Princess Silkfeather, was stuck.
Your favorite chicken?
Yeah.
So, stay away from the electric fence, maybe? Then I won't have to make any more scary trips up here.
Oh my God.
Scary trips up here.
Hey! What the?
That effect looked better than some of the
Yeah.
past times she's shrunken down.
You know what? Apologize to my Prius Prime with money.
It was a weird lab experiment. Don't ask.
And I am El Águila.
Jesus Christ.
I am a swashbuckler.
Lame. I like the suit though.
Sure.
It looks like a skin you would pick up in Breath of the Wild.
Someone whose car you just destroyed. I can't drive this. How am I supposed to go home now?
Someone just needs to break her phone so she can chill out.
My name is Man Bull, not Mechanical Bull.
And life coaching.
He would be a life coach. Tim is having fun, and I'm having fun with him.
He's...
In our ceremonial sweat yurt,
Is that where the wise women are?
clearly you're not in a teachable mood right now, and I do respect that. So
Can't she just like Hulk jump back to Los Angeles?
Hulk jump back?
Yeah. She could like jump like 100 meters at a time. I feel like she could cross some ground pretty quickly.
And yeah, carrying her car.
Just literally.
Yeah.
Does she need... She is a tow truck.
Mm-hmm.
Why does she need a tow truck? Put it in neutral, pick it up and walk.
Yeah, that's a great point.
I do question how she's lawyer of the year when she's tried one case in an actual court.
Yeah. That we've seen.
Hell yes.
you remember El Águila and Mamble?
Uh-huh.
This is Porcupine. He's a porcupine. And Saracen thinks he's a vampire.
Wow, this is quite a group.
Abomaste!
Over here in the 1 square meter of this property that actually has reception.
Okay.
Abomaste is very funny. That's a good joke.
Spanish is a language, not a nationality, so.
You've never heard of Spain?
You want to take your suit off today?
I just feel safer with it on. Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry I'm late. I lost track of time in the yurt. You're gonna strut around, showing off.
I never would have guessed that was the same person.
This asshole and his friends attacked me behind my apartment.
You don't know that he has superpower. Like, you just threw him across the room.
She put no effort into her arm.
She threw a man across the room into metal chairs. Like, that was assault.
After he attacked her.
Oh, 100%. But in that moment, he's...
Oh, you attacked a woman 4-1. You absolutely were super villains.
I hear you, Jen, and I take radical accountability.
It seems like a breakthrough. He's very sorry.
Sarcasm.
Wow. Jennifer clearly has some stuff going on.
Everyone else has shared, so is there anything you want to get off your chest?
Nope.
You are glued to that thing.
I met a guy, Josh, at a wedding.
Manville's cute.
Yeah.
When's the last time you talked to him?
3 nights ago when we...
Made love.
Hey, getting a little worried. Just want to know you're okay. Blushing smile emoji. I don't know. I was freaking out, okay?
It's like a real bad look.
I know it's a bad look. And everyone pays attention when I'm this. Like, my colleagues, my boss, guys. So, like, I meet this guy who actually likes Jen, and that just felt good to know that, you know? And then he ghosts me, and it sucks.
All right, screw this guy. Where does he live?
Let's kill him. That's right. He's got to die.
Whoa. That monologue would have worked a little bit better for me if her coworkers and boss did respect her when she was She-Hulk. But they've been kind of just as dismissive of her as everybody else.
Yeah.
Let's go find this Josh guy and suck out all his blood.
Yes! Jen is hurting, and all we can offer her is violence?
Does anyone think they could speak to Jen's pain with the tools that we've learned in the group?
Jesus Christ.
It hurts when someone rejects us because it reminds us of the times we reject ourselves.
Maybe there's a group of guys right here who would love to spend time with Jen right now.
So maybe you can stop using She-Hulk as a protective shield and trust us with Jen.
Yeah.
She was Jen like 5 minutes ago.
I gotta say, that felt really good.
Yeah.
Felt really good, Porcupine.
Oh, damn it.
What?
Delete it.
Delete it.
Delete it. Delete it. Delete it.
This is how we went from healthy to unhealthy so fast.
Yeah.
Can't believe I'm gonna say this, but I'm hurting for a year.
This is so random now.
Yeah, that was kind of cringe.
It felt like the supervillain version of Queer Eye for a Straight Woman. So Josh was kidnapped, but not by them to steal. I really thought this was all to steal her blood.
Yeah, maybe he stole it after he slept with her while she was sleeping.
Oh, that feels really gross, though. Yeah.
Oh. All right.
Wow, that's gross.
Yeah. They couldn't have come up with anything else than the guy sleeps with the girl to get something? Like...
I don't understand what the show's trying to do.
No, me neither.
In episode 1, they literally were like, you're not going to pay attention to the lawyer show unless we get past the Hulk stuff. And then I thought we got past the Hulk stuff. And the worst part of the show is the Hulk stuff. When Jen is a lawyer at her job, this show is very fun to me.
Yeah.
All of this I didn't. Like, okay, cool.
Yeah, I didn't love it. I didn't love it.
Yeah. That was a letdown. The last 2 episodes to me have both been kind of a letdown.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
I just think of all the choices to make.
That's like the most boring
and also
and
just
grossest.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like this was a really strange step for the show to take.
yeah, and like did he get lucky that he was at that wedding, or did he bribe the bride to like invite her, or
is he part of Titania's scheme? Like it is now so complicated. Because now he's just an incel dude, which makes no sense because he's really good looking. And charming. Like,
yeah.
So like either he has to be like in on it on like a higher level, or he just is like a Reddit troll who sucks that. Like, I just don't get it. Like, I don't get what they're trying to do here. And this isn't the show that I wanted. I don't know what the point of this episode. Like, I guess She-Hulk like is more comfortable being her now. But did she have to learn that lesson from like a bunch of men who are
cringy
supervillains? Like,
yeah, I didn't like that. I don't even really know what to say about it because it was just kind of like, you know, like it wasn't like offensively bad.
No,
right? Like I was like, I don't really give a shit about anything that just happened. It was just kind of like gross, and I'm like, okay, we're doing that again. That's cool, I guess. No one can find another way to tell the story, or we can't come up with something better, but...
It also just, like, it was, like, humorous, but it wasn't funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
also, like I miss Nikki and Puck. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Like, a couple of my chuckles were like, this is, like, kind of weird.
I just wish it mattered.
Yeah.
Like, I get She-Hulk learned a lesson in the woods, I guess. But, like... Yeah, it's so... This lawyer show, where our main character has not been a lawyer in 3 episodes, is very strange to me.
Yeah, that is strange. And it also is,
but she's up for Lawyer of the Year.
Like, yeah, which is crazy. It's, like... I don't know a better word for this, but, like, uncomplicating is the best one I can come up with.
But in what way?
The... Like, just, like, this whole interaction that she's had and, like, her, like, as a human...
Mm-hmm.
Like, she really liked this guy, and she's been having this, like, problem with She-Hulk and versus Jen and, like, all of this stuff. And they were like, you're just gonna talk about it for a moment with some, like, very odd people who are dealing with some very strange things, and it's all gonna be okay. And I was like, that's not... You don't go talk to somebody for 20 minutes. Like, she was there, she arrived in the morning... She left by the afternoon with her car. She was there for like 2 hours?
But also, like, she meets this guy who attacked her in the alley,
yeah,
trying to steal her blood, and she doesn't go, hey, if you really want to apologize to me, if you really want to make amends, why were you doing that? Who were you working? Like, I don't understand why his apology to her wasn't, hey, I'm sorry that I did this. Also, there was someone who hired us to steal your blood. Yeah. Like, it's very strange to me that they introduce him as this character who wants recompense for his actions, but
I don't think he does.
I do. This episode...
No, because otherwise he would have been like, this was the deal.
No, but that's my point, right? This episode doesn't give us any reason to believe that the 6 supervillains aren't genuinely trying to reform. At the end of the episode, they cheer when she comes out of the yurt. They're kind to her. They are genuinely kind to her. There's none of them are sarcastic. None of them, like, they present at the end of the episode that there is no trickery. That the entire episode is a red herring of trickery, constantly red herrings. But at the end of the day, there was no trickery. These people genuinely are trying to be better. But the reality of it is that guy has information that someone is trying to steal her blood, and he was hired to do that, and he didn't share it, which makes his apology hollow.
Yeah.
And so... They could have moved the storyline forward for Jen because he could have told her that information.
Yes.
And then Jen and She-Hulk would have left this episode with more information about the larger plot of the episode than she previously had.
Yeah.
But instead, they have her interact with that character and not get information out of him.
Yeah.
And so Jen leaves this episode with no more information than she had at the beginning of it.
Yeah.
She maybe leaves with like a better sense of self, I guess. I don't know. However much you can get in an afternoon with a bunch of supervillains. But... The writing choice to not have the member of the wrecking crew reveal that someone hired them to attack her is so bizarre to me because it was the only value that the overall narrative could have taken out of this.
Yeah.
And maybe she has his number now and she can like text him next episode and get that information a different way. But
that would be so weird.
I'm really confused by this. Like, aside from the like sleeping with her to steal her blood, which like how? She was never Jen in front of him, so he didn't need the giant needle that was shown.
She-Hulk in front of him?
Yeah, she was never She-Hulk in front of him.
Maybe his penis is a needle.
Wow, I hate that. I hate that so much. But you know what I mean? Like
I feel like that is very poignant about what just happened to Jen.
The end of last episode teased this big needle, and that was the danger.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. Like, that big needle is irrelevant now because he didn't need it.
Yeah.
So, like, this show keeps teasing things that aren't relevant to the next thing that happens. Mm-hmm. They keep setting up plot lines that aren't going to happen. There's 2 episodes left, right? And I guess we're going to learn who Mallory's husband is, because I think that's going to be important. It's weird that it was brought up the way that it was if it's not, right? I don't know where we're going with Nikki or Pug. It doesn't seem like those characters have any, like, desires or like, they have fun personalities, but they don't seem to have lives.
Yeah, I agree. We also didn't see any of his wives on that whole retreat, but
yeah,
whatever.
I don't know. I feel like I really enjoyed the show for a few episodes there.
Yeah.
I thought like 2, 3, 4, and 5 was a solid. I didn't love the like lawyer stuff in 5. I thought that the case itself, a powerful law firm like GLH and K could have handled that in like an afternoon. Mm-hmm. It just was like, it just didn't make sense to me. Yeah. But I like the comedy of 2, 3, 4, and 5 and the character work and like the crew that they gave us. Mm-hmm. And then these last 2 have been just really random. Yeah. And I don't know.
Yeah.
I want to like the show a lot. I love Tatiana Maslany in the part. I think she's great. Yeah. And I thought this episode started really creatively with the way the dates were handled and the cinematography of her getting ready for a date in her apartment. I thought that was really well done.
Yeah, me too.
Like, I think that there's creative vision behind a lot of the decisions in this show. But the writing of the plotting of the show, I think the dialogue isn't bad. I think it's the way that the outline that they're using has some really deep flaws in it that is not either situational comedy enough where it's a contained episode or serialized enough. They're trying to ride this line between serialized and situational that isn't playing into the strengths of either kinds of storytelling well enough to really have strong episode structure. Yeah. And I think that that's where it's starting to like really kind of fall apart for me.
Yeah.
And this episode really like that was rough in my opinion.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
It mostly was a therapy session with a bunch of characters we've never met before who I don't think are going to come back.
No.
So I'm like, I don't care. Like, I just don't care about these people. Like, if you're going to do the therapy episode where they have to go to group therapy, make it a law thing where Mallory, Nikki, Pug, and her have to, you know what I mean? Like, have our characters show up. You only get 9 episodes. In a 22 episode season, this would be a fine episode. You know what I mean? Because you have to fill time. And you with contracts and stuff, you can't have every actor in every episode. Like, there are reasons why episodes like this exist in a 22 episode season, and I totally get it. In a 9 episode season, I don't know why this was here.
Yeah, I don't care. I want to know what's going on, and this is did not further anything, really.
I want a lawyer show, and this show has been so much about her dating, and it was the thing that I was worried about in that teaser, where like just show her in court. Have funny court stuff. But she's been in court like twice as a lawyer.
Yep.
Because even the Emil Blonsky stuff, she wasn't in court. She was in a parole meeting.
Yep.
Like, where is our lawyer show in this? And I get that there is a criticism of the show that is like, there's that like sexist, archaic criticism. And I don't want to go down that road because I don't agree with it. I do not think that the women of the show are the problem. I do not think the way they've shown off toxic masculinity in the show is a problem. I actually think that a lot of the portrayals of the toxic men in the show have been really well handled and poignant in what they're saying. Mm-hmm. But I don't think the writing on the show is very good at this point.
Yeah.
And I don't know what they could do in the last 2 episodes to make me have liked She-Hulk as a show. I think there are episodes I like. Yeah. I think Tatiana Maslany's amazing.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's anything that they could do at this point to make me think that this show as a whole is like a cohesive unit.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Yeah. I really can't see it like bringing it around in another like 45 minutes of content. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't really like it. Which is kind of disappointing.
I'm sad about that. I thought this show started off so strong.
Me too.
And it is just...
episode 1, we were like, this is pretty good. Right, episode 1 was like,
Episode 1
okay,
felt
they
necessary.
they had to do the thing, that's fine. Episode 2, and we were like, oh yeah, episode 3, like, we were on board, but it's really, crumbled and fallen apart for me.
For comic book readers, episode 1 felt like an issue 0, where, like, the writers know it's not an issue 1. In comic books, you'll get, like, an issue 0 that's like, here's all the, like, nonsense that you need to understand the story that you're about to read. And so... Well, because a lot of it is like his blood got into her body and she became the She-Hulk, right?
Yeah.
But episode 1 felt like an episode issue 0, and that's why I think it did a good job of getting through enough of the plotting of the episode to like move past, right? Episode 2, 3, 4, 5-ish. 5 is where it started to like slide for me, and 6 and 7 both have just been like we're in free fall now, and like I hope she has a parachute.
Yep.
If you like this video, which a lot of you won't, because that's the She-Hulk reviews, the like to dislike ratio is wild on them. They're all over the place. But sorry, that's random behind the scenes stuff. If you like this video, like and subscribe to the channel. If you don't, hit the dislike button. Leave mean comments down below because the algorithm god is hungry and we must feed her. And in this episode, the algorithm goddesses are Emil Blonsky's 7 wives. Can you imagine trying to feed 7 women?
Yeah.
I have a hard time feeding this one. Mostly because she refuses to eat until about 7 p.m. If you want to follow us around... It's not true.
No, I eat... I'm a snacker, okay? I like snacks.
It's because you are a snack. You are what you eat. If you want to follow us around the internet, you can. I'm at Nerdy Nightly.
I'm at Claris Polaris.
And as always, y'all, do something nerdy tonight.
Bye.
Bye.